Hello, welcome to the War Rogers News Channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at Spoink's Celebration Fiesta, hosted by Kiri. So, we're going to go ahead and spectate the semifinals, so we will be right back. Please stay tuned. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to turn 1. By the way, I want to try out this new mod to see how this works. Please comment in the comment section if you like or dislike this mod here. So yeah, I'm just gonna test this out and see how you guys like it. All right, now for the first turn, Diglett has that arena trap, but I have the feeling that Diglett's gonna switch. Glalie could lay some spikes predicting Diglett to go away. I don't know what's going to happen here. Alright. Like I said, I think Diglett's going to switch out, and I think Glalie's going to set up some spikes. Alright. So Diglett is going to be withdrawn, and it's going to go directly into... Oh! Another Glalie! Great! So... there are the spikes. There we go. By the way, what I like about this new mod is that all the weaknesses are listed to the right of the sprite. So... I think it's useful for some of my viewers that don't want to pop up Bulbapedia at the same time while spectating this match. I want to save you all the trouble of going through Bulbapedia. Alright, so that's actually why I downloaded this mod. So I was thinking about you guys. Alright, so Glalie... Alright. So, let's see. So yeah, I was right. Glalie did lay some spikes. Frags' Glalie did lay spikes. I'm getting the feeling that GB Weed's Glalie... I mean, it could lay some spikes, but... I don't know. I don't know what each Glalie has. I don't want to say that both of them are going to switch, because if they stay around, then... you know, I'll look pretty foolish for saying that. So, maybe Frags might do spikes and GB Weed might switch, but that's kind of stretching it. Frags and GB Weed are kind of setting up the field here. Ooh, Frags went directly for the Toxic. Nice. So, I think Frags is going to set up a second layer of spikes. GB Weed has set up his first layer of spikes. Oh, nice! A counter Toxic. But Frags has the ultimate advantage because he laid down his second layer of spikes, so GB Weed is just one layer of spikes behind a Frags. So he needs to desperately lay all three spikes. There you go. Frags laid down all three spikes on GB Weed, and Frags can do whatever he wants. He can switch out. You know. No, I don't know if Glalie learns Rapid Spin or not. But let's go and see here. I mean, there's a reason why I got all the pokes in my Pokedex. So that way, so I can take a look at what moves it has. Alright, let's see. Can it learn Rapid Spin? Doesn't look like it. Oh, that's unfortunate. for GB Wheat. He needs something with rapid spin. There's the crunch. Wow, Frag's he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go for a crunch and see what's gonna happen. So GB Wheat pulled out his Mischievous, and that was a really good move on Frags' behalf, an unintentional good move. Alright, so Mischievous is going to switch into Absol. Alright, so Glalie is going to set up some spikes. Ooh. Or not spikes, sorry, set up the poison. Sorry about that. Frags' Glalie already has 3 layers of spikes, so yeah. Frags could go for an Ice Beam, or he could go for an Earthquake. I think Frags is reserving all 5 of his Pokemon until it's absolutely necessary to show it. So Frags, wow, the first knockout. Frags had the first knockout with the Ice Beam. That was fatal. And Glalie concurrently knocked out with Absol. For some of you that don't know what concurrently means, it means that an event happened at the same time. So at the same time that Absol knocked out, Glalie knocked out. So there we go. I'll try to use some simpler vocabulary in my future commentaries. So there's Venomoth. Alright. Poliwrath could go for... Alright, Poliwrath is going to switch. Venomoth is probably going to go for Giga Drain, if I had to guess. Or Psychic. Wow. Good prediction on GB Wheat's behalf. I think he kind of threw Frags off a little bit. But knowing Frags, he has, I think he has something in his head. Frags is such a seasoned player. He knows how to get himself out of certain situations. Alright, so Frags is... I mean, he's kind of pondering about some of the side effects of his move, or his switch. I'm going to say that Nidoqueen is... I think Frags is choosing on rather... sorry. I think Frags is either wanting to sack Nidoqueen or switching Nidoqueen. Not Nidoqueen. I was about to say Nidoking. Nidoking is in Yu-Yu, I think. Alright, so Venomoth does do the Giga Drain, and Frags decides to sack his Nidoqueen. Alright. So Frags probably has something for Venomoth, probably some fire Pokemon in NU. Probably Torkoal, if I had to guess. Or Camerupt. I'm not sure if anyone uses Camerupt in NU that much. Alright, so Frags is kind of thinking about what can I do? I think Frags is asking this question. What can I do to knock Venomoth out? Venomoth, I would have to say Venomoth is considered kind of a threat to Frags. Frags is letting his timer count down. Alright. He chose Soul Rock. Frags is going to have to desperately make his time up. 9, 8, 7, 6. Alright. Frags is probably going to do a Rock Slide, and Venomoth is probably going to do a Giga Drain here. is knowing that Frags is kind of under pressure here. GB Weed's at a really good position. He can do Giga Drain, and he can absorb some of the energy back that was taken away from Venomoth. GB Weed's at a really good position. Alright. GB Weed, you better do a move. Because if you don't, you're going to end up like Frags. Alright, so this is Signal Beam, super effective. And it's going to OHKO. Soul Rock. Wow. That Venomoth should have Giga Drain. It should. I mean, I don't know why it doesn't, but just for coverage, I think that Venomoth should have Giga Drain. Alright. Poliwrath. Wrong move, Frags. Wrong move. Venomoth does the Giga Drain, although I think Venomoth should have done Giga Drain earlier because, I mean, look at how much health Venomoth has. Wow. GB Weed is really doing a good job here. He's putting Frags on the spot. Alright, GB Weed has defeated Frags. Wow, that's a rarity. Frags usually beats everybody. Alright, so we're going to wait for Burnt Zebra via Sweet Tea for You, so we will be right back. Please stay tuned. Alright, turn 1, Burnt Zebra via Sweet Tea for You, so let's see what's going to happen here. I personally think that Sweet Tea for You is going to switch out of Octillery and go into something either electric or ground or grass. There we go. So Sweet Tea for You went for Quagsire. Raichu automatically did the wish, predicting Burnt Zebra to switch. So Raichu is gonna switch out and gonna go directly into Poliwrath. Quagsire is gonna probably do an Earthquake. Alright. So Quagsire is gonna switch into Grumpig. By the way, the prize for the official is a shiny Spoink, so how fitting. Alright, so Grumpig could do a Toxic. Alright. So Poliwrath is going to switch into Sableye. Interesting switch. Alright, so Octillery... Alright, so Sableye is going to switch into... Wow, so much chaos here. So, Burnt Zebra is going to switch into Poliwrath, predicting a Water move. But Octillery goes directly for the Toxic. Wow. Sweet Tea for You is really predicting here. Alright. So Poliwrath is going to go directly for the Brick Break, and Octillery is going to go directly for the Psychic. One more Psychic, and Poliwrath is going to be knocked out. Now, I could be wrong, but Poliwrath could switch either into Raichu or into Sableye. Alright, so Sweet Tea for You, I'm not too sure what he's going to do here. Alright, so he's going to do a Psychic predicting Poliwrath to stay around. Alright, so Octillery's probably going to switch, or Octillery's going to get knocked out here. I can't see it surviving the Volt Tackle. Alright, so Quagsire... I don't know. I mean, Raichu could do a Wish here. But Raichu is going to predict an Earthquake. And Poliwrath is going to come in. Quagsire is going to do an Earthquake, and Poliwrath is probably going to sponge it. Oh, Quagsire is going to go for the Curse. Alright, a Curse Quagsire. Burnt Zebra better do something about this. That Quagsire is kind of setting up on him. If Poliwrath has Toxic, he should use it. I mean, he needs to use Toxic. There we go. So Quag is no longer a threat. but Quag is going to continue doing Curse. In my opinion, I think that Quagsire is going to do an Earthquake, predicting the poison progression from Poliwrath. Oh boy, the progression and damage. I mean, oh man, yeah. So Burnt Zebra went immediately for Sableye. Oh boy, that's a Quagsire cursed 2 times. Sableye's gonna go directly for Recover. Quagsire's he's like yeah, I'm just gonna knock this thing out because I don't care. And Sableye's like, I need to recover here. I'm gonna keep spamming Recover so that way I can get the poison progression. All right. I'm gonna predict Recover here. Because Burnt Zebra, he wants to hold on to Sableye. Now I don't know what Sweet Tea for You is gonna do. And, he could stay around, but the poison progression though is kind of deadly. Alright, so Sableye is gonna switch into Claydol, predicting Quagsire to continue doing Earthquake. Alright. But Quagsire went immediately for the Ice Punch. He was like, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna just knock this thing out. And wow, Quagsire with the predictions. I mean, look at that. Quagsire is literally wrecking house right now. It's creating havoc in Burnt Zebra's team right now. Burnt Zebra's #1 priority has to be, I need to knock out Quagsire, no matter what the repercussions are. So Quagsire is going to go immediately for the Ice Punch. Poliwrath is going to go. I mean, Poliwrath is at the red right now, but the poison progression is really hurting Quagsire right now, and Burnt Zebra's only hope is to continue letting Quagsire basically kill itself. Wow. Woo. Sweet Tea for You is playing with fire right now. I mean, this is playing with fire, folks. Now, Earthquake, Ice Punch, and Curse. Sweet Tea for You should carry Rest on that, so that way it's an unstoppable Quagsire. I think Quagsire should. I don't see Quagsire surviving that. I mean, Quagsire had a pretty nice time, actually, causing some havoc in Burnt Zebra's side. But if he would have just done Rest whenever he could, he would have prevented Quagsire's death. All right, so let's see. Not sure what Sweet Tea for You has, other than Grumpig, which, if he goes into Grumpig, Sableye is going to come in because of the whole Psychic thing. So Tropius is going to come in, and, it could counter Poliwrath. Most of Poliwrath's moves, Poliwrath can't do Brick Break or any sort of stab move on Tropius, but Poliwrath can do Ice Punch though. I think Tropius might carry a Grass move, which means that he's gonna scare off Burnt Zebra's Poliwrath. I think Poliwrath is still sleeping. It's still sleeping. So can Tropius kind of revive the match? Alright, the Leaf Blade. It proves fatal against Burnt Zebra. As soon as Burnt Zebra thought he had the match, all of a sudden Poliwrath gets knocked out, or Poliwrath's knocked out. Sorry for my incorrect grammar. I'm just getting a little bit overexcited here. This match is going back and forth. I mean, like, it's going back and forth from Burnt Zebra to Sweet Tea for You. It almost reminds you of that match that I spectated, Blue Breath and Frags. You know, like, the match kept going back and forth, back and forth. As soon as you thought Frags was going to dominate, all of a sudden Blue Breath was going to dominate. So, yeah, I feel almost like this match is similar to the Blue Breath Frags match I was spectating last time. Alright, so... Alright. Electabuzz could have... It could have Ice Punch, which, you know, if you look at the right of Tropius' sprite, Ice has a red border instead of a black border, and that means that it's 4 times weak. But I knew that already, but I just want to show you all these little rectangle things. So Electabuzz could carry, I mean it could be Adamant and it could carry Ice Punch. I don't know. Sweet Tea for You is kind of thinking like, should I keep Tropius? And if he does Leaf Blade, and even if he knocks out Electabuzz, he still risks being paralyzed for the rest of the match, which gives his opponents instant speed advantage. And you don't want to give your opponent speed advantage, especially if some of them might carry Ice Punch. So Sweet Tea for You is going to switch out of Tropius and go directly into Grumpig. I kind of knew that Electabuzz had Ice Punch on it. Alright, so Electabuzz is probably going to switch into Sableye, predicting that Grumpig could do a Psychic. I think that'd be the safest choice for Burnt Zebra at this point. Alright. Electabuzz is going to switch into Raichu, actually. What's Grumpig going to do? Grumpig's going to also switch into... Oh, another Electabuzz. Huh. Alright. No problem. So... That's interesting. Both Burnt Zebra and Sweet Tea for You have Electabuzz. But there's a Psychic. Raichu's gonna go for a wish. He's like, you know, I'm gonna wish, and maybe Raichu might have Protect on it. I don't know. Maybe this is a bulk Raichu, not a speed Raichu, because, you know, Electabuzz went first, so, you know, that means that the Raichu probably has Protect on it, since it's a bulk Raichu. When I mean bulk, I don't mean that it's an attacking Raichu. I mean bulk as in like it's a defensive Raichu. There we go. I kind of knew Raichu would have Protect. So Electabuzz is not going to contact with that Psychic there. Raichu could... let's see. So there's Mawile. Now we know all of Sweet Tea for You's team. So now we can predict what he can do from this point on. Or at least I have a better chance of predicting what he might do, since I know his team now. So Raichu's going to switch into Claydol. Now I don't know what Mawile has. Ooh, Toxic. That's a really nice move. Now I'm going to predict that Mawile is going to switch, probably into Grumpig, because Claydol could carry Ice Beam, which could knock off Tropius. Knockoffs, it's a move actually. Knock out. Knock out Tropius. Alright, so Claydol. Wow. Grumpig's gonna go for the rest. This Grumpig might either be bold or calm. I'm going more for bold. I think that Grumpig's bold. Mauville, that's the name of the town right next to the daycare in Holland. Mawile, there we go. Mawile, well, I mean, it kind of took that surf decently. I mean, it's not really the best. It's not, it didn't wall surf to the best of its ability, though. Alright, so there's the leftovers. Claydol. Knowing Claydol could do an Earthquake. Or an Ice Beam. There we go. Burnt Zebra was predicting for Tropius. I kinda knew he would do that. So, Sweet Tea for you. He's actually playing really smart, actually. What he's doing is that he's letting the Toxic Stall kind of work it up a little bit. Meaning that Burnt Zebra, if Sweet Tea for you can pull this off, Sweet Tea for you can give a taste of Burnt Zebra's own medicine, basically. With the toxic progression. So Grumpig's gonna switch into Mawile. And Claydol is probably gonna switch. I mean, I don't see it staying around. So Claydol's gonna go directly into Raichu. Now, I don't know what Mawile could do. Mawile could do a myriad amount of moves. Oh, wow. Ooh, toxic. Oh, wow. So Raichu is being hurt by the poison here. Alright, so Burnt Zebra via Sweet Tea for you. I mean, this is probably one of the most epic matches I've ever seen. Mawile keeps getting significant amount of damage from Burnt Zebra's moves. And Mawile is knocked out now. So Sweet Tea for you is going to have to do a little bit of some damage control here. So far it does not look good for Sweet Tea for you, though. It doesn't look good for him. Although I am going to say that his only hope is Tropius at this point. And what Tropius should do is do a Dragon Dance and hope that Raichu does not outspeed you. There you go. There's a Dragon Dance. Tropius should carry Earthquake for this particular reason. And it already carries Leaf Blade. So could Tropius bring Sweet Tea for you out of trouble so far? Possibly. And it OHKOs Raichu at that range. Alright, so here comes the Electabuzz. Electabuzz is probably going to get OHKO'd too with the Earthquake. Although I do think that Burnt Zebra is probably going to switch into Claydol. But if he switches into Claydol, wait a minute. I just thought about something. Just now. Sweet Tea for you, your timer's going. Burnt Zebra has defeated Sweet Tea for you. But I was kind of having a thought though, like at that range. I was thinking that maybe what Sweet Tea for you, like he would expect Sweet Tea for you to do Earthquake. So Burnt Zebra would switch into Clay Doll. And then after that, then trick Sweet Tea for you to do Leaf Blade, which could paralyze Sweet Tea for you due to the static ability. Wow, that was a really epic match. All right. Unfortunately, due to some connection trouble, Sweet Tea for you lost. If I had to guess. All right, so GB Weed vs Burnt Zebra, and this is the final match. So good luck to both of you. All right, so sorry about that. I had to get myself situated here. All right. Yes, and I saw your shuckle. Mickey Nana. All right. Anyways, back to the battle. So Poliwrath is going to switch into Raichu. All right. Quillfish is going to set up its spikes. Wow. I don't know if it's just me, but Raichu's sprite looks like he's like saying like hey, come right at me. Come on, bring it on. That's what Raichu's sprite reminds me of. Ooh, self-destruct. That little pufferfish is dynamite. I'll remember that next time I'm gonna go underwater. All right, I'll remember when I scuba dive. I'll look out for the pufferfish, because not only are their poisonous barbs poisonous, but they can explode at any minute. So, thank you, Pokemon, for teaching me that quillfish can be a form of dynamite. All right, so Electabuzz is going to switch into Mischievous. Ooh, Rapid Spin. So Claydol is going to switch into Rapidash. I haven't seen Rapidash too much in Enyo. So Mischievous is going to do his sub here. Now I don't know what Rapidash has that can really effectively deal with Mischievous. Flamethrower, I guess, would be something good. Alright, so Mischievous is going to go for a Calm Mind, which is going to increase his special attack and special defense. Alright, so I'm going to predict another Calm Mind. So I don't think that Flamethrower can really hit that hard. There's a Shadow Ball, which, oh wow! I mean, Burnt Zebra was like, I'm just going to do a Toxic here. So Burnt Zebra is going to do the Morning Sun. Mischievous is going to go instantly for the Shadow Ball. And the special defense drop. Whoa! This match is getting very hot right now. That pun was actually not intended. I didn't realize this. Rapidash is in the match, and Rapidash is a fire type, so yeah. Alright, so this, no wonder why this match is getting really hot right now. I mean, look at this. I mean, Mischievous is doing a lot of Shadow Balls while Rapidash is doing a Morning Sun. I mean, there's so much chaos going on in this match. I can't even tell you how much chaos is going on. Alright. There's a Shadow Ball. Mischievous could have Psychic on it. I would think that it does, but I don't know. Mischievous usually carries Shadow Ball and Thunderbolt. Now, if it were me, I would carry Psychic on Mischievous. Especially with Dino Queens being so common in Enyo. So Nino Queen is going to go for a Moonlight. And Pillow Swine is probably going to go for an Earthquake here. Now, I don't know if this Pillow Swine is a choice band or not. I'm thinking that Nino Queen's going to switch into Claydol, predicting the Earthquake. But what Pillow Swine can do, Icicle Spear, so that they can hit Claydol. Alright, so Burnt Zebra's predicting Icicle Spears. So there's the Earthquake. I think Poliwrath is going to scare out Pillow Swine because Pillow Swine doesn't want to be waterfalled or surfed. Alright, so Pillow Swine, I don't know who he's going to switch into. If he wants to get the static on Poliwrath, if GB wants static, he'll switch into Electabuzz. Oh, his Venomoth worked wonders last time against Frag, so that's something that, like, it probably Venomoth is probably something that GB Weed should use. Alright, so Poliwrath is going to switch into Nino Queen. Now, Venomoth, I think, needs to do Psychic, personally. Alright, so Psychic does do contact, and oh, wow, how much damage it does. Venomoth could continue to do Psychic here. I mean, Venomoth is really fast. I mean, it's fast. So Nino Queen is gonna switch into Claydol. Burnt Zebra is probably thinking that this is a special choice banded Venomoth. Although if it were me, I would still carry Life Ball. Yep, it's special choice band. Or Swift choice band. So Misdreavus is going to come in. And Claydol, now that Burnt Zebra knows that Venomoth is choice banded, I think we could safely say that that Burnt Zebra is going to try to force GB Weed to keep his Venomoth, even though his Venomoth is doing a move that could be weak to a Pokemon. For example, Special Choice Band is locked in a move, so I think what Burnt Zebra is going to do is he's going to try to take advantage of the fact that GB Weed is locked in one move. So he takes that opportunity and he switches into a Pokemon that he knows is not gonna be hit really hard by Venomoth. Alright, so Electabuzz. I'm not too sure what's gonna happen with Electabuzz. There's the Claydol. Alright. Grass, water, ice, bug. I know that Claydol has another weakness. It's also Ghost and Dark. Those are the other two weaknesses for Claydol. Alright, so Absol could do a Mega Horn here. Or Bite. So there's the Earthquake, which is going to do a Leftovers Recovery. Absol's going to do Leftovers Recovery. I think, right? No, wait. Claydol does Absol. Or does do Leftovers Recovery. I'm not too sure about Absol. I think Absol did Leftovers Recovery. think it did. Oh, it didn't do leftovers recovery. Never mind. Alright. No problem. Queen is going to come in. Alright. There's a Shadow Ball, which is going to prove fatal for Burnt Zebra. So far, it doesn't look good for him. It does not look good for Burnt Zebra. Alright, so Burnt Zebra has a Fearow. Fearow is a really hard hitter. So if Burnt Zebra... By the way, the top... top has been sliced off, but that's probably electric type. That's probably something that the mod guy needs to fix. I think he needs to lower down the bar a little bit. All right, and he needs to fix Claydol too. All right, so Mischievous is going to be hurt by poison. Okay, so GB Weed and Bird Zebra are kind of on fair footing right now. Not quite, but semi-fair footing. I'm going to predict that Absol's going to do a bite. I don't know if Absol can learn this. Actually, let me check. Let's see. Moves. Yes, he can learn this. Preferably go for Pursuit, because you know that Claydol's going to switch. I mean, Claydol's not going to stick around with an Absol around. So, alright, good. GB Weed has Pursuit on it, on Absol. Burnt Zebra lived. He lived that. So GB Weed's going to go for Electabuzz. Electabuzz is, I think it's faster. Let's go look at the base speed just in case, but I have confidence that it's faster. Base speed for Electabuzz is 105. Yep, Electabuzz moves first. Oh, super effective. So it's probably HP Ice, Water, or Grass. I'm thinking Grass because of Quagsire. Alright, so there's Rapidash. Rapidash does get some spike damage. Electabuzz. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. I mean, Electabuzz is really wiping the floor with Burnt Zebra here. Let's see, can Fearow stop Electabuzz and its sweep? Can Fearow stop Electabuzz? That is the question of the day. So Burnt Zebra switches in the Poliwrath. Let's just say that's not the best thing in the world to do. All right, so Poliwrath is knocked out. I think Fearow is. I think that the Burnt Zebra is kind of hoping that that the Electabuzz misses on Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt doesn't usually miss. So GB Weed won against Burnt Zebra. Congratulations. Anyways, this is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel. Like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased, Roy Rogers News.